This is Happy Munkey.
This is Happy Munkey.
Happy Munkey. Happy Munkey.
This is Happy Munkey.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
What up? It's your girl Shantae Patrice here. I love Happy Munkey, especially when I got a whip and bake. All right, you guys. Peace.
What's going on, everybody? This week, the podcast has a sponsor, ArdentCannabis.com. They're known for the Ardent Nova, which is a decarber, but now they have a new Ardent where they decarb and infuse in the same device. So if you use our code MUNKEY, MUNKEY, when you're checking out, you get $30 off your purchase. So please go on and check them out. They got a bunch of other devices. Hey, you might get lucky and find something that'll help you cook in your kitchen.
You ready, my friend? All right, everybody. Yes. Today in the Happy Munkey Podcast, we got a very special guest today. We got a long-time supporter. You know, he got bars of flow. He's from New York. So we always support the New York situation, everybody. So you know how it go. You want to add some details?
Man, this young
specifics?
man is one of the people that's really repping for the East Coast and the Northeast and the tri-state area, not just in hip-hop, but in the cannabis industry.
Absolutely.
Our brother from another mother, Pounds 448.
What's up with y'all, man? I'm feeling very like a family member over here right now.
You are family, man.
Introduce
I feel
yourself,
like
man.
real family, Pounds 448.
Yes, sir.
Rochester, New York's
In the
finest.
building.
What's
your Instagram? Let them know where they can find you.
Connoisseur.
Yes, you are.
At Pounds 448 on all social media, Apple Music, all that shit.
Yes, sir. So, it's always a pleasure for us. We don't get a lot of artists to come on the show, but with you, it's specific
It's
because...
a pleasure for me, man.
Yeah, because it's all weed, my nigga. Like, your name is Pounds 448. You understand?
I mean,
can you give people a breakdown of the name?
Look, I'm a fat fuck, right? So, they was already calling me Pounds since I'm just a fat fuck.
I was going to call you Flacco. Come on, man.
I'm so fucking handsome. But, I start getting heavy in the game. And it was like, yo, man, your rap name should just be Pounds. I mean, we already call you Pounds. Your rap name should just be Pounds, So, double entendre, I do my thing with the bud industry, and I do my shit with the rap industry. So here we are, Pounds.
There you go. You knock two birds off with one stone. With a big one.
But 448 for you know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's some that don't. I don't know. If you don't know,
you got to break it down for them, Pounds, because we got a lot of
look,
people out there
I
that really don't know what 448 is. That's some insider industry cannabis culture shit.
Well, here's the thing. This is the thing. All right, so I got this 448 chain. I got a 448 brand. Basically, you got these know-it-all jackasses on the West Coast constantly trolling my shit. You know a pound 454, right?
Yeah.
Not on the East Coast,
Not
motherfucker.
not over here.
In New York, a fucking pound of weed is 448. You want to send me 454 if I can pocket that mountain? Pocket that mountain weight? No problem. But that shit will be sold as 448, not 454.
And nobody will complain.
Nah, not at all.
So me and Ramon, we born and raised Harlem, Washington Heights, so we know the culture in New York down to a T. But you coming from Rochester, we don't know exactly what the vibes is. I know a few people I met through the times, but I want you to break down, how it was coming up there and what the cannabis culture scene was like up there.
I will say that I probably started smoking weed in probably like that summer from going to 8th into like high school, 8th grade going into high school. I just got into it so heavy, and it was during a time, I'm 36, so it was during a time where weed was kind of evolving from like Mexican brick Reggie to like, you know, when
hydro.
you started hearing Kind Bud.
Yeah.
And, you know, Rochester, we're real close to Canada, so
Yeah, so you started getting
Beasters.
all that shit.
Yeah, you know, Beasters, Kind Bud, like shit that I wouldn't smoke now if it was the last shit on the planet. But
That's what it was, though.
But
That's
it was so much better than what we was used to, because we're just used to fucking picking seeds and all kind of shit.
Airy and brickweed.
Yes, airy. Arizona would, you know, for the people that, you know, is not old enough to understand what Arizona was. Arizona was really just like the first like indoor Reggie.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. Is like indoor Reggie. So like, you know, here and there you would get batches and it would have this smell on it. Like, yo, I never smelled this smell before. So, you know, like I said, I started smoking at a time where things was evolving, and then they just like skyrocketed. It went from, you know, Kind Bud and, you know, they just called it exotic. Now, actually, we back to calling shit exotic. Right. You know, because there's just so many levels in the shit, you know.
So many flavors.
Shit is just evolving so quickly. It like, you know, it went from there not being any good weed like that to now it's like all there is good weed. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people smoke trash, but for the people in the know, we have a large outlet to smoke really proper bud now. So like, you know, when I first started smoking, we were smoking Phillies.
Yeah.
Phillies.
Yeah.
White
I
was a Philly Titan champion, dog.
What was your first joint? Your first blood?
Oh yeah, Philly.
Philly blunt.
Philly blunt.
You know what happened? They changed the paper because the paper used to be like some darker brown,
and it was
thinner paper.
Yeah, it was thinner.
And I used to buy the big 50 boxes, and I always had them in the crib. And if you wasn't smoking that, like,
you gotta taste this.
There was nothing.
No COVID.
Listen, there was nothing to talk about. So that's what it was. So what was it? Was
that's
it
when I
mixed?
started smoking Garcia Vegas.
And
then Garcia Vegas went into the Dutch Master. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
And then it's kind of just been Dutch Master ever since.
Nah, some of the youth fuck with the backwoods, but not the OGs.
I'll smoke a backwoods if I have to, but shit, we was just in D.C. recording some shit with my album. I was recording with Vegas. He got the camera on me. We in the studio. We didn't smoke so many backwoods. I literally lost my voice. So here we are. That's what I'm saying. Here I'm in a block studio session, and just, you know, like, I'm not with that. I feel like that's the younger generation.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing, you know, I don't see it in Rochester, but I see it in New York City. I see a lot of these younger kids. What they do is like they like put tobacco.
The grabber.
Yeah. Or they like roll like a backwoods or a fronto or like whatever, and then put a paper on the outside of it. Like, that's wild to me. Like, why is y'all
crazy.
smoking all that paper? Because when I smoke a Dutch, that shit is butt naked.
Yeah, super.
Leaf off, glue strip off, strip down. Yeah. I want a tour. My shit's ends is barely touching. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you taste
Speaking
that.
of that,
yes,
I wanted to
you
ask you,
that.
What's going on with this? What's this?
Yeah.
That is the Neapolitan.
That's what you smoking?
Yeah. I smoked the other half of it.
So enlighten me about the whole, Borgata Farms and what's going on with the strains, because
I ain't gonna lie, you the first New York person I've heard of even like deal with strains that have like their own strain and shit like that.
Well, see, the thing is, like, you know, I got such a passion for this shit. Like, you know, same passion I have for music. Actually, probably even more, to keep it 100. You know, I met up with some good people out west, built a good relationship, built a good rapport with them. You know, kids that was real knowledgeable, and, you know, kids with real green thumbs, not just like assholes buying good nutrients and pheno hunting and finding shit. Like, shit that really took time. Like, this shit took time, bro. Like, the first cut of tiramisu took about almost 20 months. Just because we had like 3 grows in a row. It's not like they were whack, but it just wasn't it.
It wasn't ready.
It wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? So I think on that 4th grow we're kind of like, we got so much bread into just the small things, nutrients, soils, ballast, all the bullshit. Expenses, you know, just growing expenses or whatever, lights, and this one just hit the money. And I was like, you know, what did y'all do different on this? Whatever you did, just keep doing it. I'm going to keep, you know, we're going to keep putting the bread into this. And we're here now, man. We're coming on our 3rd flavor. We got the Neapolitan 448, tiramisu 448, which I couldn't keep in stock if my life depended on it. And we got our new flavor dropping with my new project. I'm dropping a documentary, and
yeah,
I don't even really want to say the name because you know how this weed shit goes, man. You say a name that's exclusive. Nah. But what I'm saying is, you have somebody come out with a name that's never been heard before, and now all of a sudden they got that bud. Yeah. And then they man's got that bud. Yeah. And y'all never even seen the bud. Y'all just taking a name that you never heard before and tacking it on some work that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We don't got okay work. We have real AAA. Like, I don't know, man. You know what's going on right now, man. Things are shifting in the retail. People are putting light depths in pre-packs, and people that don't know better, as long as it don't smell like shit, they're gonna buy it. And you getting fooled.
So that, speaking of that, you seem like you're real knowledgeable in the industry, and you really been doing your homework. How do you see the Northeast evolving in the future as far as cannabis? Because right now it's all Cali based, but what I hear in the barbershop is things are heading east. That wave is coming east soon. What do you see coming?
I see more money than has ever been seen by the cannabis industry. I know they make tons of money in Colorado and tons of money in Cali and tons of money in Michigan, but as we spoke before we came in, 1% of theirs, 30% of theirs is 1% of ours. The population is too much here. Everybody's smoking. Everybody wants top shelf, and when this shit goes wreck, it is going to be a fucking free-for-all. And the people that already got their feet planted is the people that's gonna come up.
Nah, man, because it's like
yeah.
It's like right now we seeing that I don't know if you noticed it, but me and Ramon just always talk about it. We could just go back just like 5 years. The tri-state area wasn't as hip to all the flavors and depth. So now they got the knowledge. Yeah, so I feel like now that they got the knowledge and they really getting into the culture deep, I think like the future is gonna look beautiful over here because when it comes to connoisseurs, man,
we're gonna be the new Cali.
I don't think nobody
smoking over here.
Like New York. New York is smoking the same as Cali, if not better. To keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? You got people out here with real money in a densely populated area that want quality product. They don't want the stuff they've been smoking for the last 10 years. Because you know what happens? You get sick of something. Like our whole, this tri-state area over the last decade had become so obsessed with sour and haze that it was like, it's not like they weren't open to smoking nothing else, but that's all they knew. So you come out here with real flavors and putting shit people never even seen in their life in front of them, it's like I said, man, it's gonna go crazy. This thing goes, if they add if they add flour to the medical, it is over out here. Everyone's gonna have a card. It's New York. Everybody's angry and pissed off. We all need to calm down a little bit. Everybody's gonna have a damn card.
Yo, Pound, so how was it, aside from cannabis, what made you feel like you was going to be a contender in the hip-hop industry? And what was the epiphany when you decided to go full on and really take it serious?
It was just something that I had always did and had like regional success, and I just was so caught up in the street shit that I never really focused and put the pedal to the metal with the music. I just didn't. And honestly, since I have, it's been all gas, no brakes. Last 4 years been crazy. I've been rapping since 2004. I did more in 4 years than I did in that whole time put together, just by, being focused on it and, looking at it as something that I can actually do and, pull some money out of it, be like a lucrative career for me. You know what I'm saying? Because, I already did my thing with the street shit. Now let me go see what I can do with the music shit when I put my mind to it.
And as far as what would you say are some of your pinnacles when it comes to the music industry that you feel like, some things that you were proud of that you accomplished, songs, collab you did or whatever?
I got a lot of, I gotta, man, to keep it 100. Look, my most proudest thing is like, you know, you see these rappers out here with 50,000, 100,000 followers, right? I think I got 12 point something on Instagram, all right? But them 12 point something is gonna come to me and they're gonna spend that bread. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got a rapper that got 50,000 followers on there, but can't sell 50 CDs. Mm-hmm. You know,
something's not right.
That's what I'm. Something ain't right because they're not feeling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? People feel me. They fuck with my story. So like honestly, that's the thing I'm most proud of is really to be able to pull a check out of rap, and that check is from people genuinely fucking with me. Like I said, I got 12 point whatever followers. I dropped 500 vinyls. They gone in 1 minute. I dropped 500 anything merch. We was talking about dropping, you know, I'm the first one dropping the digital scale in the rap game. And I don't want to see nobody biting my shit neither.
Bring us none. We need a digital scale, my brother.
I slipped.
So we can wait an age for the guests.
I'm happy though. He brought us some treats over here, so I ain't gonna complain that much.
But you know, I drop shit and it sells out in a day. So that small group of people that really fuck with me is more important than making myself look like I'm popping. You know what I'm saying?
No rap cap. My man's really doing it for the culture cap, like us, not for the...
Because I don't need to rap. Know that. I ain't got to rap and you know it.
Oh. I heard you say a term a few times. I want you to break it down to the people. There is no mafia. Where does that come from?
You know, the part of New York that I'm from is very, you know, known for its mob activity throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So, you know, we just saw so much of that shit firsthand growing up. So when I see, and this isn't just because I'm Italian, so when I see all these other rappers having Mafia this, boss based this, and this shit is just like super comical to me, man. It's really that's really what this shit came from. Like, bro, ain't no fucking mafia. You know what I'm saying? Not like to say there isn't no mafia, but y'all not the mafia.
Come on.
Knock it off. So, you know, that's where that came from. And like I said, in upstate New York, I'm from Rochester, A-team, B-team, Appalachian Joe. Like I'm, you know, Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, that's that, you know, organized crime cloth, you know, separate from the five families. You know, if you know the history, you know the upstate New York was always the meeting place for the five families. So, you know, like I said, seeing all this shit growing up firsthand, you know, I'm so heavy on the authenticity side of shit, man. Like, look, bro, if I was fucking the fry guy at McDonald's and lived in a 1-bedroom subsidized apartment, that's what the fuck I'll be rapping about. Word. But I'm rapping about what I'm rapping about because that's what I'm living. You know, you understand? Like, so, you know, there is no mafia. Stop playing with this shit, man. Y'all ain't gang. I just want everybody to be themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's so important. And nowadays, it's long. Ramon always talks about it. Like,
man, like it's crazy, man.
It's wild. Anybody can say anything.
So let me ask you something. So what's like the first song that you feel like put you like there, like now, all right, fuck it, this is hip, like, you know, I'm going after this. Like, this is what I'm doing. That's it. Fuck it.
Like the shit
like
that really
acknowledgement, you know.
I think you know, shout out to my brother Jaron Benton. He ended up on the XXL freshman list. I think it was in 13, and we had been, you know, he's from Atlanta. We've been at it forever in this group. Me, him, and Spitzwell. And I think kind of when he popped, like I said, at a point I was so focused on the street shit that I never could actually, like, I know I'm good at this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? And I could never, like, I couldn't find a way to leave the street shit alone enough to apply myself in a more, like, focused way with the rap. And like I said, you know, Jaron hit the XXL cover. That shit was kind of like he lit the fire on me. And I think right then in like 2014 is like when I really, like I said, I put the pedal to the metal with this shit. It was like, this is what I'm going to do. You know, if it doesn't work, I'm cool with it. Because I got this other shit. I can always go fucking, not spend tons of money doing. You know what I'm saying? But people don't. That's something people don't understand. Is rap is a rich man's sport, dog. This shit about the most expensive hobby there is.
Please let them know.
Please, like, yo, this shit is not for play. Like, y'all can't just fucking grow dreads and fucking make a song and put it on the internet in your mom's living room. Like, you can't do that. You can't get a fucking pint of lean and stand on the kitchen counter and think you're something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit costs a lot of money. And, I'm not talking about no pay to play, but I'm just talking about everyday shit. Your videos, your content. The
lifestyle.
Everything. You take a guy like me. You know how much fucking drugs I do a day? like seriously, like a person that's like, say, somebody that stocked the shelves at Home Depot and they've been working there for 10 years. What they make, fucking $18 an hour? What's that in a day? $160? What the fuck is that? What's that, 4 blunts? Get the fuck out of here. I can't live like that. So as soon as I saw that I could make actual bread from music and not just be on the spending end of things, that'll give anybody that fire.
Yeah.
Once once you see you can do it, don't be a lazy fuck. Let's fucking do it.
Right. So then what was the song that made you do that?
Jaren. Jaren came out. He's like, look, I'm going to throw you on my album. It's a joint with him and Dizzy. Y'all know Dizzy Wright? Dizzy Wright? Yeah, it's me, Jaren Benton, Dizzy Wright. Flew out to L.A., shot this video. They dropped it with the album. #1 downloaded song on the album. Most popular joint. Video got like 2-point-something million views. Granted, it's 5,000 people talking about how fat I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that shit kind of took me from, regional to like, damn, okay, I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm a rapper. There's 2.3 million on the video. I'm a rapper.
You know who I wanted to shout out because that's the reason that we met? I want to shout out my boy Mitch and his brother Charlie Hustle.
Charlie Hustle.
Those are our brothers.
Shout out to the brothers.
And, you know what I mean? They used to
shout
run
out to my brother Mitch, man.
Charlie Hustle and Mitch, they used to run with Big Pun and all that. So I was just thinking, like, you the Rochester Big Pun.
Yeah. You know what? I try to stay away from that comparison, man. But I can't. Honestly, I can't escape it. Because the craziest shit is the comments on YouTube or whatever kind of public forum that I'm placed in. It's always the people saying that I look like Big Pun or I'm the new Big Pun or or the people that think I'm Spanish or everybody
you was
thinks
half Dominican, bro. I'm talking about you Italian.
Everybody thinks I was Puerto Rican for the fucking longest, man. Now I'm Italian, Sicilian, and Bruzzese. So. I try to stay away from the comparisons, but shit, he's the fucking best rapper ever. So I can't do nothing but embrace it at some point,
I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to be compared to the best. Right?
Exactly. So that's why I don't ever be like, don't compare me to Big Pun. Motherfucker's the best rapper ever. What is you talking about? Compare me all you want.
So we and Ramon always talk about, like, after what just happened in the last 3-4 months from COVID, quarantine, to George Floyd, to all these different things that we taking a drastic turn in. We feel like it's going to be like BC and AD, like, it's going to be like that type of point in history where it's going to be like total drastic change. So I want to ask you, what do you see pre-COVID or post-COVID, new normal for hip-hop, new normal for the cannabis industry?
New normal for hip-hop is definitely gonna be less concerts. The corona thing has so many people kind of like on the edge of their seat as far as figuring out where we're gonna go from here. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is really going anywhere right now. So that's going to push people for a lot of, online sales. Like I was telling you out there, as far as like digital sales and merch pieces and people hitting me up to buy back catalog, CDs and shirts and, hey, do you have this? People are home. They got money to spend right now. They're not doing shit. So as far as music, I think the only thing that's really gonna change is performing and just being able to go somewhere and just seeing an artist without having to be on the internet.
What you don't know is this, though. 90% of rappers ain't in the position that you in, where you independent and you got a lot of different things going on. All these signed artists, a lot of them signed away all their streaming, and they used to only eat off of shows. So what happens to them?
Yeah, well, you know, they're all drowning, you know, gasping for air in the ocean right now. But like a guy like me, or guys like me in the underground that are making a killing off, you know, our merch and our CDs and vinyl and digital downloads, we're flourishing right now.
So there's like a big scene out in Rochester, like
Yes.
as far as underground, like
if you look
crazy.
at New York hip hop, upstate New York got this shit on fucking lock right now. Shout out to Griselda,
Nah, get the
West
fuck out of
Side
here. I don't know
Gun.
about none of that shit though.
Conway, Benny the Butcher,
Okay,
Derringer.
okay.
38 Special, Etho, the Cloth. Motherfuckers is just really out here eating, bro. So upstate kind of smashing it. BA Bad, World Be Free, them boys out of Syracuse. Like upstate kind of just, Griselda kind of drop kicked the fucking door open. You know, a lot of people, that's the first time they heard of me. Cause you know, I got a lot of music out with Griselda. I got multiple songs out with Conway, videos of Conway, videos of West, songs. I got a joint with Benny on my album, you know, my last shit with Buck Wild, the Traficante, Benny's on there. So, you know, they just kind of drop kicked that door open, man, and now you're seeing everybody trying to make the music we've been making the whole time. That's the wave, you know. But as far as you know, things have been going on, being like a turning point, I feel you 1,000% on that. Because you know what? Things not never going to be the same.
Exactly. What about the cannabis industry? What you think it's going to be from pre-COVID to whatever post-COVID is?
I think COVID has a lot to do with the mail right now. So you're going to see a lot less on the street than you did before of like, you know, mid-quality shit. I think what you're going to see is a whole lot of top shelf, and that top shelf is going to cost you. So I think what's going to happen is there's either going to be trash or AAA, and there's not going to be very much in between. And I personally, I want to see it go full retail, $500 a zip, because I'm from that era. I'm from that era. I'm from the era of $4,000 a pound indoor sours.
Boom.
2.7 eighths for 50. I'm from that era, dog. I made a killing in that era. Straight slaughterhouse. So you know what? I'm looking forward to it.
I'll tell you what era me and Ramon from. Me and Ramon from the era 0.5 for $10 a haze, 0.1 gram for 20 era.
Yeah.
Yes.
When pounds were like 68, 72 in the 90s. In the late 90s when
Shit was crazy.
Shit first started really transferring.
Yeah, but that's definitely where it's going, man. I want to see boutique weed. You're going to see boutique weed, but you're going to see boutique weed at boutique prices. And that's just the way it is. The $40 eighth is over. Say hello to 60 and 70, baby.
Yeah.
And if you're getting something exclusive, getting it all the way out, man, I seen motherfuckers paying $90 for eighths of runts in Rochester. $90 for eighths of that Zaza shit.
Oh man, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think the way that, because me and you know, and Ramon come from an era where branding and packaging didn't play a role. Everybody just went by the actual bud, how fire it was. Now, what do you think? How do you see the game going with now so much influence as far as branding and packaging?
Now, all you have to do is going to be a process elimination. Because you can have all the fancy packaging, but if your shit ain't that fucking thing and don't got that nose on it, don't got that look, you fucking lose. Every time. Not 9 times out of 10, you lose every time. See me, you know, I went bold with it. I put my face on the package because I don't give a fuck. Because this is a brand at the end of the day, and I'm going to push that shit as far as it can go.
Yeah, man. Now's a good time for it. Fuck
So
it, man.
when you open my fancy packaging, you're gonna smell that fucking thing when you open it up. You're gonna break it up and be like, oh my God. You're gonna smoke and be like, yo, this guy got some shit every trip. So it's not so much about the packaging. I mean, shit, if you got packaging with fire product, it's a win-win. But, you know, you're not gonna, this era that we're going into right now, as we speak, you're not gonna be able to have no boo-boo.
Oh, boo.
No booth.
Nah, it's not gonna be able to work like that, man.
No booth.
You know, the greenhouse depths, outdoor sours, that's gonna be, you know,
The Reggie?
that's the Reggie. That's been Reggie to me for like 5, 6, 7 years at this point. You know, like I said, with the flavors and just, you got people living their lives pheno hunting. That's all they fucking do. That's all they do.
Explain pheno hunting.
They're looking for flavors. I know people, look, bro, I know motherfuckers they'll literally physically hurt you for some clones. You know what I'm saying? Once you have for the people that don't know, once you have the clone, you're good. This isn't, you're not, look, man, you're not going to make a pop and grow happen off a bag seed. I mean, it could happen like 1 out of 100, but, you know, you're not going to get your grow popping off a bag seed. You're not going to get like a pound of runts and have it be like 1 or 2 seeds somehow in there, and you think you hit a gold mine. Nah, bro, you got to go out there and you got to look. You got to know people. You got to search. You got to fucking taste test. Like this shit is like a real job. It's like research. You know what I'm saying? And to all the people that, you know, I know y'all want to grow your own bud or whatever, but to the people like, you know, going online trying to like buy seeds from a seed bank and all that, nah, man, you're not gonna win that way. You got to get out there, put in the footwork. You got to meet different farmers and just, you got to put something together that's your own and what you like. Because buying that's every day, man. Yo, man, should I buy these seeds? No. Go to Cali. Try to link up with somebody, stay out there for a week, try to meet some growers, see who you can run into. You're not going to order seeds online and get this shit popping. Because 9.9 times out of 10, them shits is ass. Straight dog shit. Fucking tell you got some exotic ass fucking flavor and you grow it and it's fucking Jack Herrera. Like, what the fuck? Nobody want to smoke that shit.
You got any specific like strains that you like to smoke before you get in the booth and shit like that, or anything that you like to smoke when you create?
I don't care what it is, bro. I don't like. All right, look.
Yeah, but gas how? Like, yeah, tell me.
Got it. I got it. It's either got to be gelato. Like gelato was just gelato was literally.
You like that, like sweet,
yeah, that's the dominant in the tiramisu. I gotta have a cookie or an OG. That's literally all I smoke to keep it 100.
So like
I either smoke cookie. Yeah, I gotta have strong, heavy, gassy indica dominant. I'm so high strung I can't smoke no sativa and be happy and get work done. That shit don't work for me.
Don't work for you?
I'm like I'm on powder 24 hours a day, fucking, you know, in the brain. I'm just so high strung. It's like I do powder all fucking day. So I need something to take me down a notch. So, you know, I don't get knocked out when I go in the booth. Like I was discussing before, I mostly smoke diamonds. So weed is just
you gotta remember.
I'm smoking for taste.
Like I told you outside, you gotta break down the concentrates things to people, because over here, especially on the East Coast, everybody's not as hip when it comes to concentrates. So break down the diamonds. Tell them how you rock with that.
Diamonds, well, just any kind of concentrates just kind of put you on that list of you know, weed is no longer enough list.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Any kind of concentrate.
My bad, David's laughing over there because you know.
It puts you on the weed is no longer enough list. But you know, I was actually against dabbing at the beginning. I would like do a dab, I think I just had a bad experience. Did one too hot. You
we
know what I'm
don't
saying?
know, man.
Smoked some shatter out of a hot ass domeless titanium nail or some shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
That must have been murder.
So I think the first couple times I did dabs, I like coughed for like a whole actual hour to the point I was like, I'm never trying that again. Never trying that again. Nope. Not happening.
Sweating your ass off.
And then I think what happened was there was a drought. This had to be like 50. Well, we always get a drought in the summer, but I think this drought came early, and it was like already in July. This had to be like 14 or 15. And my man is like, yo, I'm about to send you 5 plates of shatter. I'm like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with 5 plates of shatter? I don't even know anybody that smokes this shit. Everybody's scared of this shit. So here I am, I got like 5 pounds, like this guava fucking shatter. It's like see-through, smells crazy. You know, just a little piece at a time. I taste it, I'm like, oh. And then my man's like, yo, man, you gotta do them shits low temp, bro. You gotta he's like, get that shit hot and then give it a second. Right? So, you know, it's slowly, you know, I'm smoking half a gram. I'm smoking a whole gram. Then I'm smoking like an eighth every 3 or 4 days.
Oh, that's it.
It's over.
That's it.
So then, you know, as the weed evolves, the fucking concentrate game evolves. Because we were just seeing shatter, then we start seeing different, like, different forms of it. The butters, the batters, the sugars, you know, and eventually diamonds.
The sauce. And
Yeah, the sauce,
shit, the
and just
resin,
people pressing their own live resin. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm a huge fan of. But the thing with the pressing the bud is you can't just press bud out of a bag. That shit has to be off the fucking vine. They
straight fire.
Yeah, they cut it down. They throw it right in the freezer,
there.
leave it in there 48 hours, and then they squeeze the juice out this motherfucker when it comes out. So you're getting that fresh flavor. But, like, you know, you can't really, you know, I got some weirdo ass friends that have like one of those little hair dryer looking joints, the presses. They just be like taking bud out the bag and just pressing it. Yo, taste this. I just got 0.3 from an eighth. you just bent up a $60 eighth for a fucking 2 dabs. But you know, like I'm on the diamond shit heavy, man. You know, like me, I just know it's a chemical process. I don't really know nothing too heavy about it. I know it's like, you know, either BHO. I know it's not solventless. I know they got some solventless shit out there. My man was telling me I need to be smoking. But I love diamonds, dog. Like I smoke a gram a day. Damn. Just to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? My wife might do a few, 3 or 4 of them with me, but, you know, I do 3 dabs at a time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that big boulder because I don't want to fucking end up on the floor having a seizure. So I just break the boulder up into pieces. Like, hey, ask Vegas. Vegas be all over with me with the cameraman. I got him on the dabs heavy. At first, he's, you know, everybody's reluctant. Everybody's reluctant at first, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of like fucking freebasing.
Yeah, that's what that's the feeling. That's the New York feel. Yeah,
I got a lot of friends that will not smoke dabs because, you know, they got family members that was on crack in the 80s and shit. And, you know, but, man, I can't really hit that point I'm trying to get to without it. Like right now, what time is it? We're in the 8, 9 o'clock hour. I haven't done a dab since like 9 o'clock this morning. So we're on 12 hours. I mean, I'm high from the blunt, but I'm not high. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm buzzed. And this is dope, but this is also, I'll be smoking my own strain constantly, so switching back and forth, tiramisu to Neopal and whatever.
So let me ask you something, man. I know after all this weed and all this dabs that you're smoking and all the good shit, my G, tell me, please, right now in the moment, because these things always change and it depends on the season and the moment in life. What is your favorite munchie, my brother?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Ain't no way around it. All right, look. In September of this past year, I went vegan. I lost 60 pounds. I gained 16 back during quarantine from all the carbs and shit. But
damn, nigga, shit.
But, you know, no treadmill every morning and then eating fucking all kind of rice and shit, sitting in the house for fucking 2.5 months. But, you know, this will come off. But, You know, I like to make the pizza at home. I fuck with the vegan cheese. That's why I like being in New York City, because there's so many vegan options. But like when I'm stoned, go-to is either pizza, like some vegan joint, even just the grandma style with the tomato sauce and the basil on it, or like falafel.
Ooh, the halal joint.
Yeah, God, man, we just ate at Halal King the other day in Queens, bro. That shit was fucking crazy. Oh my God, like you crack the falafel open, and shit was like green from all the cilantro and basil and that fuck, man. Want that shit right now, man. Get some of that, not the tzatziki, because I don't fuck with dairy. That's like some Greek yogurt shit. What's the other shit? Tahini, yeah, the sesame joint. That's the one. Tahini on them falafels, bro, is my shit. You know, like for like a dude you see is like my size or whatever. You know, like I really eat a lot of vegetables. We're gonna be hitting a year soon. I haven't had no steak, no fucking bacon, cheeseburgers, chicken. Like I think lately I've been kind of dying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? For like chicken. But I just won't do that shit to my body because I done beat it up so much already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stick with it, but. You know, all these companies coming out with vegan options. Like, that's probably why I'm so fat, because Ben & Jerry's came out with fucking non-dairy ice cream. They got like 16 flavors. I mean, who the fuck could not eat the whole pint? How could you not eat coconut 7-layer bar? I just ate the whole shit the other night. Binging on some Hulu shit with my wife, man. Like, how could you not? But, you know, I like to see, like, you know, I'm sure there's people that eat dairy in the room, probably not supposed to be drinking the milk from a fucking animal on a farm. We just not, bro. You know, one day y'all get grossed out and cross over. I think that's kind of what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But as far as the meat, I don't like love animals and don't want to eat them. I'm doing it for my health, because if I wasn't fat, I'd probably be tearing filet mignons up like fucking Pringles. You know what I'm saying? But pizza's always the fucking go. Or cereal. I'm a cereal connoisseur. I got 8, 9, 10 different kind in the fucking crib. That's what.
Exotic joints or the regular joints?
Nah, exotic joints. You know where you gotta go to get exotic joints? I got a local, you know, not local, but like a regional store in Rochester. It's like some second. Like the seconds, like all the shit come from the store that's about to expire. Bro, they be having bananas, Foster, Frosted Flakes, like, you know, like flavors, bro. I gotta have exotics. I can't eat no Cheerios.
Yo, you know what's funny? We gonna have
cinnamon toast crunch churros is my shit.
We're gonna have
right
to
now.
get you on our other show. We got another show
that we collab with the Weekend Warriors
called Valid Not Valid.
Yeah.
And it's a exotic munchie show, and we don't tell you what it is. We don't tell you what it is. You gotta describe it.
Oh yeah, I'm with it, 1000%.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, like I said, like Ben and Jerry's
What's the name of the
came out
spot,
with all them shits.
David? The spot that we get the munchies from?
Oh, Exotic Snacks, NYC.
Exotic Snacks in the Bronx, and then we go to H-Mart a bunch of other.
Is that like the shit? They got like the exotic pops and sodas and all that. I don't drink sodas no more, but
stuff from Japanese.
Yeah.
Pad and shit.
So we get shit from places like that, and then you don't know what it is, and it's like everybody describe it, and it's
that's
a vibe.
fine. I'm with it. I ain't scared. I'm not one of them people that's scared to try some shit. I'll try whatever. If it tastes like shit, I'm gonna spit it out. But
Yo, Pounds, you mentioned earlier the documentary thing. We don't want the name, but can you describe us a little bit what it's going into?
The documentary is
What's the vibe?
It's There Is No Mafia. Basically, the making of the album. I kind of get really in depth as far as like questions, and you know. I don't really get too personal, and I think that it's gonna be good for people to see me in like a different kind of light that they don't know, you know, that you probably wouldn't even think that I would, you know, like, oh, I didn't know that about him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't, you know, I'm a type of dude. I'm quiet. I keep to myself. I don't let nobody in. You know, I let you see what I want you to see through my music, and you know, we really went there on this documentary for sure. Shout out to New Vegas.
So it's like showing the more personal side of yourself.
Definitely,
to your
like, you know, like shit in my past, how I came up. You know, I don't got a lot of interviews out. I don't fuck with a lot of people, man, but I'm
We
here.
appreciate that, man. We appreciate that.
But we're gonna drop the documentary along with some videos. We was just shooting a video till like 2 a.m. last night. So we're gonna drop this project. I'm gonna drop this documentary. Hopefully turn some new people onto my shit. Maybe like people that was already fans of me, just, getting a little in deeper, figuring out, maybe why I am the way I am, or just, because I got a story, man. And, I'm trying to tell it. But I also need to get paid, because the game is to be sold, not to be told.
You ain't never lied.
I can imagine, man. You got into a sport, to be honest, it's like you got into a sport that's pretty much predominantly a black sport. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it's hard, I can imagine you had the pretty much a lot against you before, you know what I mean? You took that step.
You got to be 10 times nicer to really had to get the respect.
That's really what it is. And the thing with me is, like, the shit that I'm talking in my music, I think it's hard for a lot of people to, like, believe me. Because I'm white. Maybe because they seen so many, like, fraudulent, cornball white dudes trying to portray an image that they, they don't really live, or, whatever that may be. But, once they really, give me a shot, they're like, oh, yeah, I fuck with this dude. That's always how that shit is, bro. It's just like the fucking, I hate saying them old adages, but, like, real recognize real, bro, straight.
That's been around forever for a reason.
I've been in every hood all over the map. Huntsville, Alabama, in the hood. North Side. Shout out to Jackie Chain and them.
Jackie Chain.
Yeah. That's my brother. In Atlanta. Just everywhere I go, man, it's, like you said, I'm in a sport that's predominantly black. And I know that. And I know I'm a guest here. So I gotta be, 10 times sharper.
Yeah, you ain't playing
10, I gotta have, I can't just be a couple steps ahead. I gotta be 20 steps ahead. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where I really go into my zone, when I know that I have things stacked against me. Like that's where I'm good. That's where I'm gonna flourish. I'm gonna flourish when the odds are stacked against me, and that just goes for anything. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I recognize I'm a guest in hip hop. So I just, I do my best to do this shit as hard as I can for the culture, and just really, just put my. Sound corny, but everything gotta be like. Every time I do some shit, I gotta make sure that it has people like the first time they ever heard me. Every time. Like every time I drop, that shit gotta be like it's your first shit every fucking time. And I don't ever this is something I don't deviate from. You know what I'm saying? I never have, and I never will.
Right. You feel like
straight up.
But have you feel like you got embraced by the hip hop culture or no?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, real recognize real. All you gotta, you might see me on the internet, feel a type of way, but as soon as you meet me in person, you're gonna know what it is.
Well, I could say, man, as soon as I met you, man, I know
as far as shit.
And I knew you was as real as they come, man, because like you said, that's a universal language, man. Right now it's everybody's, like you said, trying to be somebody else. When you're comfortable in your own skin, it shows.
Yeah, and like I said, if I was doing something else, that's what I'd be rapping about.
Rap about them pizzas.
Veggie keeping it 100, man. Like people like out here, they working regular jobs, and then they rapping all this extra tough guy. I'm in the streets. All my money come from the drug game. I'm trapping. I'm doing, and the shit's just like, it's just kind of like disgusting. Like, bro, just fucking.
Whatever it is, right?
Like, if you got skill, you're gonna make people fuck. You gotta make people feel you, bro. That's really what separates a run-of-the-mill rapper from a fucking legend.
Like, we talk about this all the time, right? Like, and not for nothing, he ain't the most gangsterest rapper. He never spoke as himself as a gangster rapper, or whatever the case may be. But we talk about Will Smith all the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, Will Smith, whatever the case may be.
Just a perfect example of just being himself.
Being himself. Why would he talk about anything else?
The rap skill was there. Why does he gotta You know what I'm saying? And people love him for it. I'm not gonna say I'm driving around listening to Will Smith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Catching
not my
licks.
cup of tea.
But if we go deeper to somebody more modern, Kanye, one of the biggest artists in the game.
It's not
I'm not
talk about
shooting
no gangster.
people.
Yeah, he
I
not.
ain't sell no kilos, and you
Yeah,
can still be
exactly.
successful.
Right.
Be you.
And he's one of the most successful, crossed
Exactly.
over in the clothing and all that.
All that
So it's like, you know,
He a little crazy, but we fuck with Kanye.
yeah, you know, just, you know, everybody wants to be, you know, super thug, gangster, drug
Yeah,
dealer
yeah.
on the song, but,
It
you
don't
know,
make no sense.
it just
Yeah.
don't make no sense. Maybe, you know, maybe if you just rap about what you do and do it in a way to make people connect with you, then maybe you'll be all right. You don't got to do this. This shit ain't for everybody.
Hey, there's more regular working 9-to-5 people out here than there is a group of gangsters.
That's what I'm saying. So you're trying to cater to an audience that's a lot smaller, because the average person, look, man, like I said, I don't gotta rap. I do this shit and make music for the people that's like me. If you like it, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. That's cool too. But somebody got to make the 9-to-5 music. And I'm not saying like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or any shit like that is 9-to-5 music. But they're not kicking no fucking gangster
Nope.
shit.
Yeah, they shit
and they're
fly.
super fucking
Yeah,
tough with
they
it.
crazy.
Super crazy with it.
Bars.
So that man, just be yourself, man. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Do me a solid. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yo, Pounds, man, we always ask everybody that's been on the show, and I'm really interested to hear yours. Everybody that comes to the Boulevard, we hit them with the $1 million question towards the end. I want to see what you going to say. Here's some of this Tarami soup. So the $1 million question, Pounds, is if you had to describe Happy Munkey, the movement, the events, everything you know about
Please
everything
don't tell me
represents
one word.
One word, and you got to tell us, pick a one word and say why.
That's how it be, my G. The one word.
Futuristic.
Why futuristic?
Have you gotten that yet, David? No?
I never got that.
Futuristic, because like I said, first time I ever paid y'all a visit. You ever just go somewhere and you try something new and you like get blown away by it? Like, yo, this is too ill. Yo, I gotta come here again. Like, I was saying that within like 5-10 minutes of being in there. You know, I never really been in no shit like that. So when I say futuristic, it's like, you know, 5 years from now, I think everybody's gonna be trying to copy doing what y'all do. That's why I say I wanted to say way ahead of time, but that's 3 words or 4 words. I'm high as hell. But yeah, I say futuristic because y'all been doing shit that nobody else was doing way before they even thought about it. And I think as people catch on, you're just gonna have a ton of people trying to be like y'all. Like down to the T, like trying to follow your business models and all that shit. Because like I said, you know, you come to a place with a certain ambiance, certain aesthetic, you know, with quality product, just a quality brand stamp. You feel it when you're in there. Like I said, I wanted to come back before I even left. You know, so it was like, you know, this shit's futuristic as far as like, man, this is the future of, you know, this lifestyle. For sure. And I really truly believe that, and I really truly believe there's gonna be so many copycats, especially when this thing in New York goes, you know, I don't, like I told you, I don't think it's ever gonna go rec, man. But they're gonna add flower to medical. Once that happens, it's gonna be like dumping a dump truck on a mouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So,
Pounds,
you're gonna be
man.
critical.
We honor, man, for them kind words, man.
Absolutely.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
Brand.
much,
I don't really, you know, I stick with the brands I believe in, bro. I don't. How many times I went in there? The first time I ever come in, and then, you know, every time I'm in the city, I make a point. And it's not even making a point. It's like, why would you not want to be there? You understand? Like, why would you not want to be there? You know what I'm saying?
So before we go, definitely, Pounds, please let everybody know where they can find you, your future, anything you want to put, you want to plug. Now's the time, baby.
Yeah,
and what should they look forward for the rest of 2020 from, Borgata, 448,
all the good shit.
everything.
So we got, we got a new strain dropping with the album, with the documentary, with the videos. We got a real big month coming up in July.
That's how you do it.
Shout out to my guys at Borgata, man. They're like the hardest working growers out there, man. I know I talk a lot of shit, but we gonna get it right. Y'all see what we putting out, killing shit.
Yes, sir. So where they can find you at before we go?
At pounds448 on all social media. I'm on iTunes that way and all that. There's too many people trying to be pounds, so I had to stick to 448 on there.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? That East Coast pound, everybody. You already know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Ramon, Vlad, thank you, man. It's fucking real smoky in here.
It's a historic moment right here, man.
So you already know, everybody. You want to hit him with your...
Yeah, man. It's been an honor and a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen out there in the Happy Munkey world on the Boulevard here. We had the honor of being with Pounds, and we know right now it's some tough times and everybody's going through it, but you guys are too blessed to be stressed. Things that get greater later. For now, checking out from the Boulevard. Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
What's good, everybody? This is your nigga Ralph, trying to keep you fresh with the info from Happy Munkey every single podcast. You already know what it is. If you haven't followed us yet, follow us on Instagram at @happymonkey_ or Happy Munkey Goodies. Now remember, that's monkey with a U. Also, if you haven't checked us out, we're on YouTube. So check out our channel, Happy Munkey TV. Keep us current, live, and everything with the culture.